Hello friends, today I'm going to explain one of the most powerful security features available in Oracle Fusion Financials, which is called Segment Value Security, also known as SVS. So what exactly is Segment Value Security? SVS is a feature in Oracle Fusion that provides chart of accounts security by controlling which users can view or create financial transactions based on specific segment values. This allows organizations to restrict access to sensitive financial transactions while ensuring users only work with the data relevant to their responsibilities. In this video, we will first understand the business case and for segment value security. Then we'll walk through its complete configuration and finally a live demonstration in Oracle Fusion as well. So let's deep dive into the session. The agenda of this session is we'll just create a custom role, then we'll just walk through account hierarchy. We'll also check SVS policy, how to create and assign the SVS policy to the value set, and then we'll validate the SVS policy whether it's working properly or not actually against the transaction. After you have logged into Oracle Fusion, you need to come to Tools and Security Console. And this is the role which I have created. Let me check what role has been assigned to me. So if you see, like, I've assigned to myself this role, I'll just quickly show you what exactly this role consists of. It's just an abstract role. It doesn't have any functional security or data security. All we have to do is just create a role without any functional or data security. And if I say, like, data security policy is also blank, right? So when you're creating for the first time, it's going to be blank, but when you are assigning this to SVS policy, automatically this is going to be populated. Okay, now let's move. Now let's go to setup and maintenance. Okay, so here in the search, global search, we will find manage account hierarchy. Just wanted to show you basically how the hierarchy has been formed. Actually, I'm not going to be showing you how to create hierarchies basically. Yeah, this is just to demonstrate what hierarchy we have created. If you see the hierarchy, there's a baseline version and second is a current version. If you click on the current version, yeah, so this is the hierarchy which we have created. You can see the first cost center is the parent cost center is A0001. Then underneath actually there's A1000, and you'll have multiple childs basically in it. And then there's another parent basically is a sibling one, A9990. And there are multiple series of cost center. It starts with B and C and E. Yeah. So we will be concentrating on A001 because the policy which we are writing right now is around A0001. Okay. And once you have to be very careful actually. So once if you add any value to the account hierarchy, you have to flatten your rows and columns, because at the end of the day these hierarchies getting updated in your SBase cubes. Now we'll come to SVS policy. So you'll have to come to manage value sets, click on manage value sets, and here we are going to put the policy for cost center. So let's query cost center. Okay, so initially the security was not enabled. Now I've enabled security. Now when you enable security, you have to come to this data security screen where you can create your policies and conditions. Now if you see the first thing you have to create is condition. So if you see my condition, I've created a condition as, yeah, so the name of the policy. Then it's a filter criteria. Basically you can write SQL predicate, or you can write filter. Now if you're selecting filter, then it will ask you the column name. So my column name is always going to be value, but my operator, you can see the operator, there are a list of operators provided by Oracle. The one which I'm focusing on is last descendant of. That means any child pertaining to this A00001, right? So if you click on this one, yeah, if you see this one now, so what I'm saying is last descendant of A0001. That means any child which pertains to A001, including A001, that's going to be part of the transaction. So when you're entering the transaction, it will allow you to select A001. It won't show you any of this like B01, C01, E001. Yeah, this is how you can control your security. Because take an example, if you're there are two data entry operators, and one data entry operator is supposed to be capturing information only for a cost center, whereas another one should be able to capture transactions only for B cost center. Then this will help you actually, because this is how you are going to be segregating the duties. So based on the segment value security, you'll be assigning that role to them. So when they are entering the transaction, accidentally they are not selecting any cost center which is pertaining to A or a B basically. So it's like a segregation of duties. They'll be focusing only on their cost center. Even accidentally they can't put in. Okay, so once you created condition, and then you have to create a policy. So this is what the policy was created, and I've given the name of the policy and the role basically that needs to be assigned to that policy. Do you remember, actually we have created the role initially, so that role comes here. So when you're adding, it will ask you for the role, and that role is going to be assigned over here. And then you have to assign your condition as well actually. So all three forms a policy basically for that particular user. Yeah. So all we have done is we just created condition, and then we are associating, and when you're creating the policy, you're mapping the role with the rule to form a policy. And once you have done, you have just press the button and it will be saved. But since you have only changed the value sets, right? Now these value sets are associated to the key flex fields, which is a chart of account key flex fields. So you have to deploy the flex fields one more time. Because you are changing the value set, you have to deploy. Yeah, so this is deploy flex fields. Okay, because these value sets pertain to this particular structure, and the value structures each segment is mapped to the value sets. Now any changes you are doing it on a value set, you have to deploy flex field one more time. Okay, so we have done the setting, we have created policy and assigned to the user account, and now we'll just quickly validate whether our policy is working as per the expectation. So we'll just come to journal, and I'll create journal. So I'm just saying JV badge B001. I'll select journal category. Now I'll come to the code combination. So let me create the code combination. So you can see I can see A here. Now if you see my list of values of all the cost centers, now if I select the cost center, okay, I won't be able to see B or a C. I'll be able to see only A cost centers. So all the child depends, all dependent childs basically, like the childs which we have created in the hierarchy, it will be visible for the transaction. Yeah. So this is how exactly you can control. I'll also show you the payable screen. When you come to payable screen, when you select, okay, I'm just coming to supplier side, and now you can see like it has given the warning message straight away saying 300,000 is not valid. That means if you go to account code combination, it has populated, it was trying to populate, now because we have restricted, is not populating. Yeah, so I can't see cost center. I can see entity, and I'll have to select only within the hierarchy which we have configured and assigned to the policy. Okay, there's no policy I've assigned in the account level, but I can assign policy at the account level as well in a similar fashion. So the policy can be assigned to any of the segment. Yeah. Hope you liked my session, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you.